Your mom threw away your best porno mag.
Yeah, busted.
You gotta fight for your right to podcast. New episode tomorrow. All right, perfect.
You ready to do this podcast? Yeah, we're still going.
Are we still rolling? Yeah,
we're
dude.
not going.
As the Beastie Boys would say, Pat, bust it.
Moot point, an issue which no satisfactory answer is found.
This is all a moot point.
The meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf! Ma, the meatloaf!
Like a cow's opinion.
I've had it with this dump! Got no food, got no jobs, our pets
How's that falling off?
This is all a moot point. Doesn't matter.
Yes! What up?
Whoa.
I'm in. Coming in
Whoa.
hot today.
Jeez, you're like a kamikaze podcast
Yes!
pilot.
That's my new thing when I come into the podcast. I'm just
You're going to be like that, like way too much energy. Like, hey, the Friday night breakdown.
Just gonna sing.
Woo, woo, it's quitting time, y'all.
I'm going to answer as if somebody very emphatically was like, do you want to do a podcast? And I'll be like, yes!
You better believe it.
Yes! Welcome to the Moot Points
You
podcast.
bet your bottom dollar I want to do a podcast. We got a fun show today, right, Pat? What do we got on the show today?
You know what? I wrote stuff up on the board.
Patrick
so.
wrote on a whiteboard. We are going to talk about we have a new debate in your friendship groups. Are you a Trump or are you a Cohen? We've got that. We started a nonprofit. We also, Patrick, we're gonna go.
We started a nonprofit.
We did, man. It's a great vision.
And the Trump Cohen thing was my idea.
I'm going through the show breakdown.
I know, you're just
Why are
saying
you
it.
hogging the glory?
I'm just saying the way you're saying it as if you came up with the idea.
All right,
like
sorry, guys.
you're emphatic as if you came up
I
with the
said
idea. That was
Pat
definitely
wrote things
all
on the
about me.
whiteboard.
Okay,
You're
good.
being very sensitive today.
Yes.
You're being very
Yes!
sensitive.
Can I just
And also, you know what it is? Dwayne Wade's got him all in his feelings right now.
Oh my god.
And you need to get that off your chest right now. Patrick's got a little bit of a betting hobby, gambling. Why
I'm
he's so
looking
mad
for the
already?
right. I'm looking.
He's so mad. He wants the right music.
All right. I do have a little bit of betting hobby. It's not a problem. It's not a problem.
It's only a problem when you're broke.
Exactly.
I mean, you're not there yet. You're not there.
I'm actually like winning. I'm winning lately.
You can get the instrumentals for songs, right? You don't have to have the
I like
words.
it with the words. I like it with the words, actually.
The words kind of make it cluttered, though.
No, it's great because then people are like, what song was that? But then when she comes in and I push it up, and it's like The Arms of the Angel.
I don't know. Is that The Arms of the Angel?
Yeah,
it's
that's
not.
right.
No, it's not. That's not the wrong song.
It definitely is.
It's not. In the arms of
Don't sing.
an angel,
Don't sing. Don't sing.
fly
We already have a whole.
away
We literally have a whole segment.
from
I'm going to mute
here.
you.
Okay, I won't do it.
Okay. We already have a whole segment dedicated to you singing.
So what happened tonight with Dwayne Wade, Pat, and why are you so emotional? Why are you so snappy right now? You're so snappy. You're just
Okay.
really antsy. You can see you. You're in the
So I bet on the Warriors. The Warriors are down by 20 at one point. The
You're-
Warriors are the best
yeah.
team ever. Okay,
Yep.
basically that's how that works. They're playing against Miami, who's the worst team ever.
really bad.
Yeah, see? All my money flew away. Because here's what happened. With like 30 seconds left, they're up by. The Warriors came back. Like, ridiculous comeback.
Warriors
they came
up by
all
2.
the way back. They battled adversity. They came all the way back.
Up by 2 with
No,
7
up by
seconds.
4. Up by 4.
That's too complicated. Go
But
to the
then they
last
come
shot.
down. Then they come down, and Dwayne Wade pulls up and hits a deep 3 with a guy in his face. And you're looking at Dwayne Wade at that point. You're like, good for you, Dwayne Wade. This is your last season.
Old
your
man
last,
Wade. Old
yeah,
man
your-
Wade in that ass.
Your last run around the league. You know, you're going to hit shots like that, and I get that. That's good. Good for you.
Yep.
Yes.
He's
Good for
celebrating.
Dwayne Wade. That's
Celebrating
fine.
the success.
They go back down the other way. Kevin Durant, best player ever, gets fouled.
Can a little painful
Goes
because
to
he
the
used to be a
line.
Seattle Supersonic.
Yeah.
So, deep down inside, I'm like,
So,
damn, we had that.
To stick the knife even deeper, the man misses the first free throw.
Because he hates you in Seattle.
Oh my God.
So now they're only up 2.
So now they're only up 2. Now they're only up 2. And Miami somehow managed to pull off some sort of timeout that wasn't a timeout. Mm-hmm. And they got the extra time. So they iced Durant. He missed the first one.
That's right.
He makes the second one. So now they're only up by 2. They come back down the floor. Dwayne Wade's got the ball. He passes it off. This guy's like, I can't shoot
No,
it.
Dwayne Wade gets stuck.
No. Here's the thing. Dwayne Wade has the ball. He passes it off. This guy's like, what do you want me to do with it, Dwayne Wade? You're Dwayne Wade. So he gives it back to Dwayne Wade.
No, he goes to
and then,
shoot it.
No, and then Dwayne Wade gets the ball back, and he's like, what do you want me to do? And it's like, oh, shit, I'm Dwayne Wade. I'll shoot it. He goes to shoot. Durant blocks it. No way. He blocks it right back into Dwayne Wade's hand. And you want to know what Dwayne Wade does? With 0.1 seconds left on the clock?
Put it on your ass.
Yeah, he did. He banked in a 3 from like way deep.
See, here's the problem with your play-by-play.
Music over.
Here's the problem with your play-by-play. You're
What?
selling the whole... you're selling the play short, which also is selling how
He
bad
got
the beat
blocked.
was. Hold on. Dwayne Wade went down the court to try to lay the ball in, to tie the game, to go to overtime.
Yeah.
Because Dwayne Wade doesn't shoot threes much anymore, right?
No, he shoots 31% from the field.
Right.
And he
So
had just
Dwayne
made
Wade-
one. So if he just made one and shoots 31%, odds are the next one he shoots, he's
So,
not.
D Wade being the 35-year-old man, grown ass man. I think no, he's 30. He's older than me. He's
I don't
38.
care. He's old as
He's
shit.
the 38-year-old man.
He's a dinosaur. He should
aware
retire.
of his surroundings.
I wish he would retire.
Does
faster.
not pull up. Pat tries to go to the basket. Gets cut off. Defense, good.
Passes
Kicks
it
it out
to
to Dion Waiters. Dion
Yes.
Waiters goes to shoot it. He's like, I'm going to get blocked. I can't.
Can't do
Kicks
it.
in the middle of a shooting motion. Kicks it to Dwayne Wade, who's in a very bad spot to shoot it, but he panics, goes to shoot it, gets blocked,
Yeah.
then throws it up off 1 foot.
Yes, thank you.
As time expires, it's good.
There went my dreams and my money. I was about to be up like $220, and now I'm down 30. And I'm so upset.
I don't know
because
why.
once I'm down 30, I quit for the week. That's it. I'm over.
Good. You should quit for the
I'm
week
done
when you're
for
down
the
30.
week. God.
You didn't quit for the week. That's why Vegas is what it is. The thing I don't understand about you,
Vegas is not what it is because people quit when they're down 30. Vegas is what it is because people
Vegas,
don't quit when
Vegas
they're down
is what it is.
30,000 and keep trying to
Vegas,
dig out.
Vegas is what it is because Dwayne Wade hits a 3-pointer as time expires off
Such
1 foot
bullshit.
after getting blocked.
It's such
That's
bullshit.
why Vegas is what it is.
Even if you're listening to this podcast out of context, you'll be able to Google Dwayne Wade.
No, everybody can hear in your heart.
It's bank 3, and it will still come up first on Google. Like, even if you're listening to this 2 years from now, it'll still come up.
Well,
it was an amazing shot.
Here's the funny
It was
thing.
it was a
It was a prayer. You
my
flipped it up there. Here's the funny thing.
It might as well have
You
been-
don't have to be a basketball fan or a betting connoisseur to just hear the sadness in your voice about a bad beat at the buzzer. Like, it's one of the worst ones I've seen in a long time.
Yes!
Given about how they came back from 20 points down still to lose your bet.
Yes.
And they had it won.
And
they
here's
were in the
what's crazy
driver's
is
seat.
that okay? So at one point they're up by 4. I had the bet at one point for $50 for them to win by 4, and then I also had them just to win the game. So when I realized when he hit the first 3, I was like, all right, they're not going to hit the win by 4. That's okay.
Sure.
They're still going to win the
Whatever,
game.
I got another
But
bet.
then Dwayne Wade ruins that one too. I came in the podcast saying yes, very emphatically, popping the mic, like going too high. I will second that with my new catchphrase, and it is no.
That's your catch.
No.
Catchphrase is that no is not a catchphrase.
It's a catchphrase.
It's a command.
No.
It's a statement.
No.
No, says Pat. Well, here's the thing I don't get about you gamblers is that I guess I only
to make
gamble
the games more fun.
Hold
to
on,
watch.
that's what I'm saying. No, you don't, because you're butthurt right now. Because D Wade, you don't even like watching basketball. You had 3 games going.
I got some drops for this stuff.
You had 3 games
When we
going.
go to gamble, we go to lose.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
What do you want
Here's
from
it. I understand when
Al Pacino agrees.
say that, they make that argument, oh, I gamble to make the game fun. I get it when it's like the Super Bowl. Okay, cool. Or some random football game you're watching. You have bets on 3 games at the same time. You're not watching any of them.
No. I had 4 bets on 2 games.
4 bets on 2 games.
Yeah.
Going at the same time.
Brian, in the words of the great Tom Sizemore,
The action is the juice.
the action is the juice. You see
why
what I'm
did
saying?
You
Like,
load
you don't understand.
why did you load the soundboard with betting drops?
Straight cash, homie.
Why did you know what that
Just
said?
got
That made no sense at all.
Straight cash, homie.
What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
Yeah.
You know you can edit these to be shorter. You don't have to wait for who's that? Jim. What's his name? Jim. Some Colts coach. Playoffs.
You don't know.
We're talking about playoffs.
You don't know what I think about today, Brian?
Garbage day.
Yeah, that's what it is. Garbage day.
Will you please tweet at me? I try on the podcast to maintain some sort of focus.
Shut up. No, you don't.
And I let Pat have control of all the buttons and the knobs and things because you know what? To be honest, I felt like I had too much control. when I was controlling all the buttons, I felt like sometimes I'd mute you when you were early on a roll.
You would.
I didn't
now
get...
that fucking somehow you broke the mute button, so I can't mute you when I want to.
I power through the mute button. You cannot mute.
You do power through mute buttons.
But the thing I don't understand about you bettors is that we go to Vegas, and anyone who complains about losing money in Vegas, look around you, dummies. What do you think this... Do you think this place looks like the extravagant place that it is because they're giving away money?
Each casino was made by the guy who won the most money gambling
You're
at
stupid.
each place. That's how that works, Brian. Don't you understand? If you win the most money that day, they give you the casino.
If you rolled into Vegas and it looked like Omaha, Nebraska, then I would understand. Then I would totally understand you idiots who think that somehow you could roll into Las Vegas and throw down $40 on a blackjack hand and end up taking the place down. They do not give away free money. They should name things in the casino after the people who lost enough money to pay for them. Put a plaque right on the stool. Here lies Patrick Moote's $40 parlay on whatever the bet was. A lot of people don't know.
Make parlays.
I don't think I get enough respect for my ability to filibuster when you get up to go get drinks. Do you understand that I went on a gambling rant and Pat just got up and went and got Jim Beam and a beer?
That's what happens when you go on a rant. I need something to make it tolerable.
You looked at tolerable. I was on fire right
And
there.
nobody makes a $40 parlay, Brian. You make a parlay so you can put $20 on it. $20 is how much you spend on a parlay. That's
Shows
what
how much I know
grown-ups
about
do.
gambling.
You don't know anything about it.
If I win $40, I panic and I want to get out of there.
Yeah, you do. We got more stuff to talk about.
It's your call, dude. You tease it, bro. You're running the ship.
You guys want to hear a good tease? What's next? Let's see.
Actually, you know what? Sadly,
okay.
in radio, I think I'd like that tease more. All right, coming up next, guys.
I don't know.
I can't see the board. It's going to be good, though.
The music's gonna run out, so
We're going to run out of bed. Shoot. Oh, my God. I'm talking in the commercials.
It's called Bad Radio.
Oh, boy.
Done, baby.
Professional.
Let's talk about our nonprofit.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do that because I just made a dot something joke, and
You made a done.
What did we buy today, Brian?
We bought two domains.
Tell the people what we bought.
We bought the domains walkitoff.life and hikeitoff.life.
Yes.
And the reason we picked life was, well, one, because
First of all, I
.org.
couldn't buy diet.
Well, .org was, you know what, here's what I hate about people. Somebody picked walkitoff.org, gambling that someone like us would start a nonprofit idea and want to get the .org, and they set it the price tag at $1,000.
$1,000. Like somebody
you
was trying
can
to
go kiss my ass, and I hope karma gets you, and I hope something bad happens to you. I hope you stub your pinky toe, not your big toe, middle toe, just your pinky one, the one you don't even need. I hope you stub your pinky toe on something at your house, because what you did right there is know that someone was going to be like, I have a vision, I have a dream, I want to start a nonprofit. You know what I'm going to do? Boom! I'm going to buy their .org and I'm going to try to sell to them for $1,000 to start their stupid business.
And what do we think of them, Brian?
I hope they stub their damn toe.
Exactly.
Okay. So anyway, so we bought .life, but .life makes sense. So the whole premise of the organization.
But that's so good though. Walk it off. Life.
Also, you know what it does?
That
It frees
good.
us up for all the the social media handles. The Walk It Off Life.
And
Hike It
everything
Off
something
Life.
is, if you're not .com,
part of life, man. .life.
Every time something is .org, all I do is giggle about the fact that it's the first three letters of orgy.
Yeah.
And then I forget what the first part of it is before the dot.
Well,
so then I'm like, you can cure cancer.org.
I mean, okay. There's
What was the
multiple answers to why we took .life. One, because .org was taken. Two, because the rest of them just seem like .whatevers. There's a lot of dots now. You can get .ninja. You can get .biz.
What is a .ninja?
I don't know, but I took it from my website, so I thought it sounded cool. Like .ninja. This is dumb.
I think
but
I think if you were a politician, that would later blow up in your face.
I think I'd vote for Donald Trump if he had Donald Trump.ninja. I'd be like, you know what? I kind of trust that guy's like foreign policy now.
No, I wouldn't.
You know, he's going to North Korea, but he's a .ninja.
Oh God, that's even more. If he came back from North Korea with a .ninja, I would be like, that's racist.
well, one, he'd say it like, I'm Dot Ninja.
Sure, I'm like Tom
Ninja.
Cruise from Last Samurai, and that movie's not racist.
As much as
Totally is. That movie is racist.
Funny.
I love.
You know what's funny? Last time I just heard that. It's the epitome of the white savior movie.
I know, it's such a racist movie, and I didn't
that we
realize
had
that
to
was-
send a white guy to save
It's really
samurai Japan.
It's really well structured. So the first time I saw
I
it,
liked it, man.
stupid white guy. Like first time I saw it, I was like, "This is a great movie." And then I walked out, and I was talking to like a Japanese person. They were like, "Oh
was
yeah,
awful, man.
Tom Cruise has to save Japan."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh no, you're right. Fuck. I'm sorry. No,
Well,
you're
the
way
funny
right.
part is,
That's terrible."
wait, you mean so this jerk off
Good God.
war hero, this drunken alcoholic war hero
has
from
to
America?
come and save this like
But also,
century.
they lose to the samurais at first, and then he goes from being not a samurai to the best samurai
Yeah.
they've ever had. And he's got samurai kids, and he's like part of the samurais, and he helps save the samurais. You know what he does, Pat? He has to talk
Yeah,
these
this is one of
Japanese
these-
savages off a ledge.
This is one of these moments where I'm like, I'm sorry, white people, but we were wrong.
God, man, that's bad. Now that I look back
we
at it.
were right.
Jeez, man. Did that win an award?
It was close. I saw it in theaters, and I remember I walked out and was like, "That's one of those movies that's like just so good. Why does that fill me?
Damn.
Why does that fill me with a sense of I can do anything because I'm white?
Well-
and I'm a man.
Because
I
Tom-
can save Japan."
Tom Cruise became a samurai. You can do anything. You know what's funny? The only movie that's worse in that genre of white guy save Asia is The Great Wall with Matt Damon. That movie, I rented that movie, and I think my girlfriend almost broke up with me.
You know what's funny
She's like,
is that-
why do you keep renting The Great Wall? I'm like,
During
because I
that-
keep falling asleep in the middle of it. Why the hell is Matt Damon fighting
It's funny because
like
while-
gargoyles on a Great Wall?
While your girlfriend was looking at you like she was going to break up with you, Matt Damon was looking like he was going to break up with himself during that movie. Like,
I mean,
he
that
was
was
like,
a-
"What have I done?
That was like his
what
Nicolas.
have I done?"
That was his Nicolas Cage moment, right?
And that movie was sold to like mostly like I mean it was a lot of it was done in like there were subtitles like Chinese subtitles like it was a movie made for the international market and really like it's about
But he's got like the most racist braid
but
ever.
it's like yeah and it's a white guy and like that other actor who's like from South America. It's like we just can pull anybody from anywhere other than here to save you guys.
Man, we do send a lot of our white American heroes to save third world countries. I mean, The Rock just saved all of Asia in Rampage. You know, we have
Was that
Pacific
in Asia?
Rim.
Were they in Asia?
What do you think? Godzilla attacked LA?
I don't remember. They were all over the place, and then they started coming in. And then in Rampage, let's not get into. Let's move on.
Why I like this topic.
Let's not talk about. I mean, that's fine, but now we're talking about the plot of Rampage, which is so bad.
all right. I know
There's
what
like
it
a
is. It's a
giant
video
tower
game.
in Chicago. I think they end up in Chicago.
I've played the video game Rampage. We all have. If you grew up in the
it's
90s,
like a deeper story than.
It's
the
an.
other.
But the point is that the video game Rampage. How much weed would you have to smoke to be playing Rampage and come up with a screenplay to have a movie around the premise of a dinosaur and a giant gorilla bashing up buildings and like basically it's just King Kong and Godzilla ruining a city and you call the video game Rampage and some stoner.
Yeah. Do you want me to tell you exactly how much weed it would take, or do you want me to act like I don't know a ballpark? What do you want to do?
was like-
Because I'll tell you exactly what it would take. It would take about an ounce of weed
He's-
over the course of about 14 days, and you would come up with a plot.
He's like, you know what? He's like, I have come up with that plot.
The only thing that pisses me off is that, like, give me an ounce of weed, and I will come up with a way better plot than what they came up with.
That's not even true. You've had an ounce of weed and you don't come up with anything nearly as
Oh, I would have come up with something so much better.
Well, to be honest, you came up with on weed and mushrooms. We came up with this nonprofit idea.
Yeah, that's right.
That's how we got into this. So it's walkitoff.life.
Is that the
Yeah.
segment we're on
That's how
right
we-
now?
yeah,
that's
how we
where we're at.
tangented there.
I have
That's
no idea.
called good
I
radio
wasn't
right there.
thinking. Okay.
So it's called walkitoff.life. But I think the cool part is like I think the .life. I think that's gonna be a new. We're on the front end of a new wave of nonprofit
Dot
domain
somethings?
names. No, because it's like .life, man. Like walk it off. Like life. It's a lifestyle.
I saw .live too, but I also think that's a little
Live
too
is like
specific.
preachy. It's
Life
kind of
is
preachy.
yeah.
Life's do your thing. Live is like a command.
It is. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the actual like idea.
All right, you
here.
explain
so
it.
the idea started basically Brian and I, like for those of you who follow us, you weirdos.
You already know this. We did a 12-mile bar crawl.
Yeah, because I'm training to walk a half marathon. I can't really.
I think we can do
Run.
better than the half marathon, though.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is that, like, the whole thing started with, like, me trying to get exercise by walking and trying to, like, keep myself
Right.
inspired by walking. And what I think we realized is that, like, you know, there's all these charities around marathons and half marathons and how far can you run and, like, what can you do with this and that. We're trying to start one that's, like, just about walking. It's just about walking. It's taking the old saying that people used to say and throw in your face, like coaches, like, walk it off.
Walk it off. Yeah, rub some dirt on it, you puss.
You big pussy. All right, fine. You know what? We will walk it off. We're going to
Yeah.
walk off cancer. We are going to
Or
walk
whatever
off.
cause you have.
Or whatever cause you have. You try and get people to sponsor you to walk. It gets you up. It gets you motivated. It's not, you know, it's not specific to people who can run or who can jump or do anything.
it's-
Everybody
you just-
can walk.
It's specific to people who have the heart and motivation. To
Sure.
try, right? So to me, the walk it off premise is great because listen, your cause is walk it off cancer stuff, right? And that's going to be a lot of people's causes to walk it off for cancer. Like I want to walk it off, man. I want to raise money by walking. I'm getting in shape, and I'm raising money at the same time. But I think the beauty of the idea is Bozzy making his annual appearance.
Hi, Boz.
Shaking his collar
No, he's
about
making a
about
little-
20
he's
minutes into every show.
Making a little bad.
Yes,
I
he
kind of want to
finds a
mic him
new
up.
bed.
I kind of want to mic him up.
Put a little lav mic on him. You just hear him snoring the whole time. That'd just be a real bummer. So, anyways, the whole premise is this: we want to start a nonprofit organization that allows you to, wherever you are in the country, world, wherever. Okay, you could start your own walk it off campaign, whether you want to walk it off by yourself.
Yeah.
For autism.
Yeah.
And you just say, hey, guys, I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to walk 100 miles in a month. Will you pledge to encourage me and help me accomplish raising money and also getting healthy? So I'm going to walk 100 miles in a month. You can donate per mile. So basically, it's kind of going back to the old school. Remember the old school jump rope-a-thons?
Or the run,
jump rope for
jog,
heart, run, jog,
walkathons.
walkathons?
Yeah, the per mile stuff. And here's the deal with what we're trying to do too is that it doesn't have to be. It can be something you do on your own if that's the way you want to do.
Or
it.
do
If
a
that's
group.
Or do a group.
Challenge
And do a
people.
Do a big walk. I mean, honestly,
Bar
what we
crawls,
kind of
you
did
do
was
whatever.
like a bar crawl. Like a really.
I mean,
was,
you could pledge. You could have people pledge. You could have 50 people show up. Everyone's getting $1 a mile. You walk 12 miles. You stop at bars. Do whatever. It takes whatever amount of time you want. You log it on your GPS apps or whatever, and you raise money. Or you
get
could
to
do it
know
over.
your community. You get to know your friends better. You walk.
Yeah, it's fun. It was
You
really
walk
fun. We had a
lot.
really fun time walking
We had an
12
incredible
miles
time, and
across
then
LA.
people wanted
And
to
the
do it with
rain
us.
was awful. The weather was garbage. The next
great.
one will be way better.
How would we ever have known about Cafe Amalfi though?
I have
That's
that
what
guy's
it's called?
card in my
I
wallet.
know you do.
That guy.
The guy pours a stiff drink.
Man,
It's
my girlfriend
ridiculous.
said this about me the other day, and she's so right. I am way too good at immediately, like if I sit down at a bar and I'm such a sucker. If the bartender is nice to me at all, like more so guys than girls. Girls, I'm like, hey, whatever. When a dude bartender is nice to me and I feel like we're friends, I am a sucker. I'd sit there all day. Like I'd still be at that Cafe Amalfi
I know.
if we didn't have to.
I
leave.
know, Brian. And somehow, like, that used to be me. Somehow I've, like, turned into a new kind of, like, hermit person. Like, I don't, like...
Oh.
I used to, like, get all my energy from being out and, like, seeing people. And now it's, like, all that is just draws energy out of me. Like, look, I have to sit through a conversation.
I had a lady the other day shoot me a look. We were.
I don't even know where...
No, this is funny, man.
no idea
I
where this
was
is going.
in Atlanta. I was at Houston's on Northside
Had a
Drive.
lady shoot me a look.
Yeah, an older black woman, and she shot me a look that said, "I don't care we're wearing the same shirt. I don't care to have a conversation about it either."
You guys were wearing the same shirt.
We are wearing the exact same notorious RBG Ruth Bader Ginsburg shirt, which I wear all the time because I love Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yeah, she's
Whether
a
you
G.
are a progressive or a conservative, I think she's a bad little broad, and she's just dope.
Mm-hmm.
And her story's awesome. Mm-hmm. And she was wearing this black woman. Probably in her 50s, wearing a notorious RBG shirt. And I was like at the bar at Houston's with my girlfriend and her coworker, Michelle. I go, "Hey, notorious RBG." And she looks over at me and she goes, like, just shook her head like, "No." And I was like, "All right, man." She goes, these don't mean the same thing. She looked at me like, she goes, these don't mean the same things to us. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm just, listen, I'm at a Houston's in North Atlanta. Can you please just throw me a look? Nah? All right, good. So we started walkitoff.life, the Walk It Off organization. And then we're also going to start, we have an offshoot called Hike It Off, where we're going to try to motivate people who do all these hikes, like Runyon Canyon.
If walking it isn't enough for you, then hike it off.
Well, no, it's not that it's not enough for you. It's that if you're a person who hikes every other day, Runyon Canyon, or if you're in Washington and you hike Snoqualmie.
Go to Yellowstone and hike Half Dome.
Right, go to hike Half Dome. Or you're in Atlanta, you do
the
Stone
Pacific
Mountain.
Northwest Trail from
wherever you hike.
Seattle to
But that's
Sacramento.
what's fun. Imagine, this is the genius of the whole idea, is imagine all these Instagram models who now hike with a purpose.
I love this.
My God, we just monetized the basic bitches. We gave the basic bitches a cause, a platform, and something else to post besides their butt and Lululemons on the top of Runyon.
Listen, my idea for this nonprofit is not. We're getting off.
I'm trying to monetize basic bitch butts in front of Runyon
listen,
Canyon.
I'm not. I'm still. You can handle Hike It Off. I'm gonna work on Walk It Off.
I'm all about hike it off.
All right, you are all about Hike It
No,
Off.
because all we're going to see now is going to be like these girls with their duck lips and their Lululemons and their full makeup on the top of Runyon Canyon with all of Hollywood in the background going like, ooh, we hiked it off for whatever.
Yeah, good. Excellent.
The whatever.go.
Because
Whatever.
you want to know what that does? That raises money for whatever.
Whatever.org.
For whatever.org. Whatever.
Is that taken? Whatever.org.
No, we should get whatever.life.
Whatever.life. It's a nonprofit where you just have money to donate and you spin a wheel and somebody gets it.
I love it.
That's a pretty good idea, too. Man, we're an idea factory. What is this for? Now you got a new drop. I don't understand.
No, this is just good. This is just good for the, these are your people. This is what you're looking for, Brian.
Good for the brand.
These
are my basic girls.
Yeah, you're hiking people.
Am I trending? Hashtag hike it off. Cool.
Right,
Do you have a transition bet for our next segment or what?
Oh, I'm sure I do somewhere.
Take your time. All good. Look around.
I don't know what it was.
You got a bunch of gambling drops. Why don't you just hit one of those?
We still got this girl going.
All
She's done now. I don't really know.
Play another song.
I don't know where we're going to next.
I do.
Is this the right drop? This is the right drop. Or this is the right bed.
It's a new segment.
Got a new segment coming up.
Are you a Trump? Or are you a Cohen?
See, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this anymore.
Why?
Because
you teased it up front. We got to.
I know.
You think we're having such a good time?
Yeah, we're having a good time, and like they're
You think
negative.
you're gonna
it's
ruin
all
it.
negative. Yeah,
No,
I'm
you're
gonna
gonna be negative about
I
it.
know. I'm gonna be like, I don't want to be Trump or Cohen. They're both shitheads.
Is it okay if I tell people about the diet that you're on today? the all chocolate mushroom diet.
Listen, I was like off carbs.
So Pat shows
Off
up.
carbs.
I'm gonna tell the story anyway.
Let's not tell the story.
Why? It's funny. Pat shows up at the radio station today.
Because you're taking it out of context. Like
I'm
I'm
not taking
doing
it out of
something.
No, I just think your statement's funny. Okay, he shows up at the radio station, and
for my anxiety.
it doesn't matter what it's for.
Yes, it does.
It's legal, right? You have the C
No,
card.
it's
still.
not legal.
Oh, you have the C card still.
Yeah.
All right. He just does weed.
Yeah.
We recorded this in Oregon.
Yeah.
This podcast.
No, we didn't. Listen, I am experimenting with some things. For
You're not
anxiety.
allowed to say this stuff?
I don't think so.
Are you admitting to crimes?
I think if we say something about it. Listen,
right.
I'm doing some things for anxiety that are not. I think
I didn't say what kind of mushrooms.
No, damn it.
They could be chanterelles.
Yeah,
They're
having a
oyster
lot of-
mushrooms.
been having a lot of.
Okay. Chanterelles help.
I'm off meat, so I'm having portobello burgers.
I'm ODing on portobellos. So Pat shows up at the radio station today, and I go, it's like 4:30.
Fully not on pharmaceutical drugs that are bad for you.
No, he's on naturals.
Yeah.
And I go, are you hungry? He's like, yeah. All I've eaten today is
Chanterelle.
chocolate and chanterelles, portobellos. And I go, what? And he goes, I'm fasting. I'm like, I don't know if that's how fasting's supposed to work.
I just wasn't hungry, to be completely honest. I just called it
It's
fast.
4:30 in the afternoon.
I hadn't been hungry. It's been a rough week.
All right, that's fair. All right, hit another bed. We're gonna go to Trump or whatever.
Jesus Christ. You're making me hit another. Oh, I love this bed.
Matlock.
This is perfect for the Trump Cohen thing. I
I'm
can't believe
crying.
you just kind of like made this like weird segue into like the stuff that Pat does that we shouldn't talk about.
Why can't we talk about the C card?
I took a giant dump last night. I hadn't pooped in like,
Why are you bringing that up?
I'm just saying. I hadn't pooped in like 5 days. Like I'm still
That's
having trouble with
concerning
that
when you
stuff.
don't do that.
Well, not like I could see it was almost like
I mean, I feel like your colon, because you had a third of it removed.
Sad
I feel
now.
like your colon is still like warming up. Like,
Okay.
you know when you see
so pretty much I took a poop where it was like it looked like
You
the
didn't
inside
even let
of
me
my
finish my
entire
analogy.
gastrointestinal tract.
it
just
was
kind
like
of,
3 feet long.
like you could see the whole thing. Like you could see like the
Did it flush okay?
it sat there for a minute.
You got nervous.
I didn't think it was
You got
going
nervous.
anywhere.
Did the water start coming up first?
No. It just it just didn't really take at first.
Oh my
And
God,
then
that's the most
The first
terror.
one pushed it into the
That's the most terrifying moment in
end of
everyone's
that-
life.
end of that song,
When you
so-
start to flush and the water starts to come the wrong direction for a second.
and it always happens when you're not at your own house.
No, of course not. It happens at a house where the
When it
stakes are
happens,
high.
like I never clogged my own toilet.
Also, I've never clogged the toilet of someone that I cared about knowing. Like, if you clog your best friend's toilet, like, haha, buddy, where's your plunger at? It's always a toilet that you demolish in the worst time. Do you want to hear a funny story?
Kind of. I'm like still worried that you're gonna throw me back under the bus. Like, I don't. You want to hear a funny story? Okay, so this one time, Pat had a lot of drink, fell down the stairs of the elbow room. Okay, yeah, sure, did that.
I don't know, that's so
Still
funny.
Broke my nose.
Because I was like, why is Pat so scared? And I'm like, oh yeah, because I'm kind of a wild. You know what, dude? The roles have reversed. You run the show, and now I'm just the wild.
I know
I'm
you're
the
the wild
wild,
card.
unpredictable.
I used to be the wild card. If anyone has listened to this podcast for a really long time, I used to be the wild
All
card.
right.
I'd come in just like I got nothing planned. I don't like being this guy, the guy who has to push buttons
All right.
and keep things under control.
So check this out. I went to a comedy club in Seattle, Laughs Comedy Spot. It was in Kirkland,
All
Washington.
right, I'm gonna put a ticking clock on this one because
And they
I hate
have-
comedy stories.
Okay,
So
no, it's not. It's a bathroom
All
story.
right, we'll just go.
So I go in the showroom, and they have a performer's bathroom, and it had a paper sign on it that said closed, right? But closed to me meant like, oh, for the public. But this bathroom is not the public bathroom. This bathroom is right next to the green room.
Okay, so first of all,
What?
you're the only person who thinks that.
Well, I thought
you
they got.
thought that you were so cool as a comedian. Like, yeah, this one's closed to everybody
No,
else, but I have like
it's right. It's
I'm
on the
VIP, so I can go in this bathroom.
yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
That's
so it's
ridiculous.
It's on the other side of the club, though, man.
Stupid thing to
It's
think
not-
that you're like have
It's
authority.
not
on.
even close. It's like the green room.
Sorry, bud. This one's not for you.
The green room is on the other side of the comedy club. So this bathroom is like in a place where they don't want the public going. It's right by the green room. So I thought they put a closed sign on there because they just didn't want like regulars going in there. They were cool with comics going in there. So I go in there and I pee. And the show is going, by the way, and I'm doing a spot on the show. And I flush the toilet, and this thing explodes like under the like down at the base of the toilet, and poop water that's not mine
Yeah.
comes just exploding, and I'm like, oh my God, like I jump out of the way, water's everywhere. Like the entire floor is flooded with poop water, like fragments in the water all over the floor. And then I shut the door. I actually locked it so no one could. And I went and did my set, and then I left. Never heard anything about it.
You want to know why I put this on?
Why?
Because you're a fucking monster. People work at that industry. At that
someone
place.
had to mop that place up.
Yeah, and it said closed. They did their job.
They should have locked it.
They
man.
did. No, that's not. how
Also, the worst part
And
is
this
that
stupid
here's the-
comedian thinks like, yeah, closed everyone else, but I'm special.
Here's the worst-
because I go on stage and talk about stuff that I
That's
already
what
knew I was
that's
gonna
what
say.
I thought, Pat. I'd never do that. Talk about what I know I'm going to say. To be fair, and also makes the story worse. I know I said to be fair. Literally next to the bathroom door, to the right, like a foot and a
Yeah,
half,
what else did you do?
is
you
an
monster?
exit door that just opens. No big deal. I could have peed in the back alley, which is what I usually do.
So you peed in that bathroom.
I peed in the one that I flushed, and apparently there was a major sewage clog. So that was like poop from other people that shot through the ground that they had to mop up.
You're a psycho.
All right, Trump or Cohen? Set it up, Pat. It's a new
Speaking
bit.
of psychos. How do we set it up?
Trump or Cohen? I don't know. It was your idea. You were all high on it. You were high on that idea, nothing else. I did not claim that you were high on anything else.
All right.
I didn't say you were high on portobellos.
So, I don't know if anyone's... I hate to keep it too topical because I know how people love to listen to these things like 10 years later and not have context for anything that we're talking about, and usually nothing has context. But
It doesn't matter the context. Trump is the president and Cohen is not the president.
his best friend.
His best friend.
Really, this is a This is a.
What's the premise? I'm still confused. I don't know
The
what you're
premise
talking
of this is friendship,
about.
Brian.
So that
Okay.
but friendship is evergreen, universal.
Yeah, sure, it is exactly. And in a friendship, there is someone who kind of calls the shots, and there's someone who kind of takes it and goes along with that person.
Truth. That is
Okay,
truth.
so there's a Trump in every friendship, and there's a Cohen in every friendship.
Oh,
and
someone
what
calls a shot and someone has to clean up the mess.
Sure, or someone who's just more down to... Are you more of a... I don't want to say leader because that's a bad word for it because he's like a bad leader. And I've known these people too. They're not like good leaders, but and maybe we say it from this certain situation. Like, have you been screwed by... Do you, Brian,
Yeah.
typically get screwed more by Trumps or Cohens in your life?
Well, okay.
Cohens are the yes men who will go along with whatever you say, getting you into trouble because they won't set any boundaries for you. And Trump's being the ones who are like, oh yeah, come on, that's a great idea. Come with me.
Who do I get screwed more by?
Who do you get screwed more by, Trumps or Cohen? Because I know who I get screwed by more.
I feel like this made more sense before you just tried to explain it.
Yeah, sure.
The definition of Trumps and Cohens.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like, are you
Are you more of a Trump or Cohen? Is that how you want me to preface it? Because then we can go that way. I was trying to take us out of the mix.
Well,
because
you mean am I a fixer or am I the shot caller? Is that what you're saying?
Sure.
Well,
Do I have to put it into some sort of weird... You're wearing an NWA shirt right now asking, dude, what you said doesn't make sense when you laid out and perfully explained.
am I more of an Easy-E or a Dr. Dre? Or am I an Ice Cube?
You're a yellow.
I don't know. I don't know.
So I will tell you
Okay.
that I fall victim to a Trump more often than I fall victim
Like
to
someone
a Trump.
telling you what to do?
Someone telling me not what to do, but somebody with bad ideas that I follow along with. You know what I mean? Whereas, like,
Okay, so
I've
that's
also been
sensible.
around Cohens where it's like, Cohen is a person where, like, you say, like, hey, you know what? I'm drunk and it's late.
And they're like, yeah, let's do it.
Go do something stupid. And they're like, that's a great idea.
Oh, okay. See,
Let's
that
go.
makes more sense than this stupid comparison you did before.
That was the same.
No, this is different. Are you the guy who has the idea?
I can tell you who you are more of.
All right, what am I?
You're more of a Trump.
Whoa.
You're
all right.
definitely more of a Trump.
Fake
You've got
news.
huge ideas, and everybody listen to me and follow me and look
Everything
at me.
I do is tremendous.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
tremendous.
Okay, so basically, you're a Trump and I'm a
No
Cohen.
one's ever been better.
I guess this is what the whole thing was boiling down to. It was like me
Wait,
getting the idea.
you pitched a segment
Yeah.
just so you could call me a Trump and
Yeah.
you a Cohen.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that's probably how we should end the show. Cohen, end the show. Cohen, end it. End the show.
I'm trying.
End the show.
I'm trying
or
to-
it's over.
trying
That's the
to-
wrong button. End the show, Cohen. End it. Oh no. If you had the plug all the way in, that song would actually play, right?
That's Brian singing. Just suck it. You know what? This is what a Cohen would do. He would wait
Yeah.
for Trump to force him to get out, and then he would throw something back in his face.
It's a very Cohen move of you. All right. Thank you for listening. Till next time, everybody.
Wait, we got something else for him.
You got buttons over there, man. Learn them. All right. Till next time, everybody.
I'm not gonna let you lead this thing.
All right, then you do it.
I'm
You
gonna
lead it.
I'm gonna get us out of here. I got too many things playing right now.
I mean, what are you doing?
Don't worry about it, Brian.
Oh, you're such a fucking Cohen.
Thank you for listening to the Mood Points podcast. Yes, that's my new tagline.
Are you an experienced driver looking for a career that pays well and offers vacation days from the start? If so, then drive for Penske. Talk to a Penske representative today and apply now. Call 855-CDL Penske. Start driving with Penske today.